Okay, Dr. Precious, I'm going to say this. Our guy has gone gaga. He never believed that he was going to fall in love with a Gen Z. He never believed that the Gen Z can do the thing very, very well, even in the bedroom. He never believed. Just go back to their photos. You can see that this girl captured his heart. You can see that our senator has gone gaga. You can see that the girl has a lot. And that's why just when she drops something little, he goes large. He goes large. You can even see that there was obsession in this relationship. There was love in this relationship. You see, but I tell you something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nigerians we problem. We have serious problem, and the serious problem is that we want to be the lawyer, we want to be the doctor. We also claim we're in politics, even when we're not political correct. Even
Mm-hmm.
when we're not in the inner caucus, we are people that would debate anybody for something we don't know a jack about. But I'll
Mm-hmm.
tell you something. What I do know that there is more to this marriage than meets the eye. And I do tell you that our wonderful senator, Senator Ned, you see, I do tell you that Regina Daniel is your karma, allegedly. She is your karma. You've walked away with a lot of beautiful women. You've walked away with putting them down. Am I proud of Regina Daniel? No. But is she still my sister? Is she still my daughter?
But why do you
Is she
say you're
still my
not proud
wife?
of her?
Yes. Now, I'm proud in the sense that there's something a child will do. You say, oh, I'm proud of this child.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm not wowed. Rather, disappointed is the right word. But even when you're disappointed with your own, you will still stand
Why
firm.
are you disappointed? Because it looks like you're changing your mind now. I'm trying to
No, no, no,
understand.
no, no, no.
Because you've been
See,
all
um, okay,
Regina Daniel,
listen, I want
by
to, can I
everybody
ask,
that says anything against her,
okay,
and all of
Dr.
a
P,
sudden
can I
you're
ask you a
disappointed.
question?
Is
Dr.
it
P,
because of the recent development, or is
Dr.
it
P, can I
because of
ask you a
why are you
question?
disappointed?
No, can I ask you a question, Dr. P?
Sure.
No matter how disappointed you are about your child, you will still
Mm-hmm.
defend your child. Not
Mm-hmm.
every time the child gives us to give them a chair up. Sometimes you're like, did you really do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Because if Regina Daniel didn't put us here in the first place, we will not be here. If our mother raised that child right, we will not be here discussing. I feel disgust. Disgust.
Mm-hmm.
Today I told you, can we do another topic? If you can be very honest. And
Mm-hmm.
the reason is because I just believe that these both people are insane. For me, if
Lola,
I go on
okay,
like
Lola,
this,
this is sorry to cut you off, but you're confusing me now.
so let me just tell you the truth. If I go on with this drama, especially with somebody I claim I once loved, my sanity will not remain the same. In short, I can't even that the guy even had access to this body. I don't think I can even. I won't feel comfortable discussing him with one on one. Talk more of speaking in an open crowd. But then again, that's me. And there's something
Let's
you
read.
always say, aura for aura.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, that's me. Another person's aura could be. It's a shame. It's a shame that Ned should have
Lola,
been.
somebody is asking, are you in an helicopter?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm cruising in a helicopter. So it's a shame
Daniel.
that
Mhm.
it's a shame that Ned is a failed politician. It's a shame that he arrested 9 people and want to deal with them. It's a shame that is it Danjum? What do you guys call that lady? I don't even know her name. The one that was Regina's friend before. He locked her
Oh,
behind bars.
Jaruma. Jaruma.
Jarima, she was locked behind bars and Shirley got her out.
Mhm.
It's a shame that he's still saying, if you do this, I'll get you back in there. Of course, you'll be afraid going back into jail, but it's a
Mhm.
shame. How can't they suspend this senator? People of Delta State, I'll be asking you, how can your senator be this shameless? How can your senator you see, do you know they dismissed her from senators' wives? Do you know she's no more part of the
They
forum?
did?
They have. She's no more part
I
of the
didn't hear
forum a
that.
long time ago. And the so-called senator is still sitting on the seat. And because a lot of things happen in Nigeria that people put up with, not just the president. You see, the president, yes, he oversees the country. But so many things we blame the president for is not in his hands. He has a jurisdiction. If you go back and understand that we all need everybody, they need down to the um, down to the local government chairman are needed to even run the place. So when some of you go up there and rant, the president this, the president, because you've never been in politics. So if you're in politics, some of the ranting we do, we're not gonna do them. Then you know who owns which office and why each office should be running. And that's why till today, shout out to Governor Oti. He knew his assignment and he's still taking over as we speak in Abia State. I just wanted to get that out of my chest. So
All right, Daniel, you are welcome. National Lord, you are welcome. It says, if Regina is next karma, who is Regina's karma? Lola, I think that question is for you. Daniel said, Lola is being dramatic. I love it. Maureen Akidi, you are welcome, my dear. You all are welcome. Thank you for being here. Like I said, type your questions on the comments on the chat section, or you can also request to come into the studio. Let me paste the link. Let me paste the link. So if you want to come in and say your bit, you are more than welcome to do that. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you guys are thinking, especially if we have Gen Zs in the house. I want to know Gen Z's opinion on this because that's your fellow Gen Z, man. That's your your own
type
people.
shit,
So
type
what?
shit, type shit.
Type shit.
We want to know if you're a pick me or not.
Type shit. Somebody said, Lolo, be careful not to be jailed when you visit Nigeria. Be mindful what you talk about Ned.
um, I'll tell you
The
what.
fear of Ned, the fear of Ned is the beginning of wisdom.
Um, now, this is
Lola herself
something
is a
that
lawyer. Lola herself is a lawyer, so I think Lola can hold her own. I think, guys, Lola is a lawyer, so I think she's talking about Ned like that. She knows something we don't know. We may need to be careful, but I think Lola got it covered.
I want to ask
Katie,
people
you're welcome.
question.
Katie said
Is
Nigeria
Ned
is
a
a wonderful
lawyer?
country.
Is Ned a lawyer in Nigeria, or is a lawyer in the UK?
Lolo, can
Just a
you turn
simple
your
question.
volume up a little bit, or is it just me that can barely hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I said, is Ned a lawyer in Nigeria, or he's a lawyer just in the UK? It's just a question. Is he a lawyer in Nigeria, or is he a lawyer in the UK?
I think he's a lawyer in both countries. When you're a lawyer, for example, let me talk about what I know. When you're a doctor, you're a doctor. But for you to be able to practice in other jurisdictions, you will have to be licensed in those areas. Now, I don't know how it works with law, but I think once you're a lawyer everywhere. But for you to practice, you may have to get licensed in that particular region. So I don't know if
Mm,
he's licensed to practice in Nigeria, but he's definitely a lawyer everywhere he goes because that's his title.
it's a
Okay.
title, but in certain place he can practice, just like you said. So,
Mhm.
is he a Nigerian lawyer? Is my question.
Like, you mean, is he licensed to practice in Nigeria? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
So,
But I know he
is Prince Chinedu Money Ned Nwoko? So, because Ned studied in England, he was called to bar in England.
hmm
So, because some of the things he does in Nigeria shows me that he's not knowledgeable at all. And there are things that will come back to hunting. I'm Lolo Dumegu. I approve this message. There are things that will come back to hunting because he's farming in a place where he doesn't even know. It's just like when our president, Donald Trump, exercised his business skills in politics. You see that he doesn't belong to politics, but he's leading the
is
government. So
leading
who
the
are
free
we?
world. hmm
He's leading, he's leading America. So
hmm
who are we? And whatever he says, it's not final,
hmm
but has to go through some pockets. And that's why I encourage the youth every time. Instead of ranting about your governor, making noise on the internet, go and join politics. Go and educate yourself. And go to APC. Go and see why they're in power. You know why? Because they're holding on to information that you don't have. So if you go to APC and you have those information, then you can return to ABGA and play with that system. That's what we
hmm
don't want. And then
hmm
we continue attacking the people that got into APC. But I'll tell you, APC is ahead of every party because they have the information that me and you don't have, including those parties. They would dig information to the last. And that's why we always say that before you fight a person, study the person. And that's the truth. So let's move back to Regina Daniel's story. I just feel like Ned has put in some things in the internet that are lies, and you can see them. Dr. Precious, let's talk about the one he claimed that Regina Daniel aborted a child before he married her.
He did not claim that Regina Daniel did. Regina
Oh,
Daniel put that out.
okay. That
It was
she
Regina
aborted a
Daniel's
child.
write-up. Regina Daniel was the one that wrote up that she had an
Are
abortion
you sure? Are you sure about
before
it?
the marriage.
Put it in the
I
comment
am
section.
100% sure. Regina Daniel was the one spilling all that tea.
That
She
she
was
aborted a
the
child for him or somebody else?
yes, yes. It wasn't
For
Ned.
him.
It wasn't Ned.
So Ned came to the
Regina Daniel.
internet and said his wife is a virgin.
Yes, that's what Ned told us. And the said
Okay.
wife is now telling us that she aborted a child before the marriage. So we are confused now. Which one is it?
Maybe I go vex if these people carry us the catch cruise.
They carry us, they catch crew. That's what I have said. Initially I was invested, emotionally I was invested, but after a while I was like, wait a minute. Because even the Regina, like people pour their emotion into this thing. Like you, Lolo, you were ready to fight
Not
because of
anymore.
this thing.
I'm already
Okay?
tired. If you watch, I'm already tired because what I see in the internet. If you watch, I'm a little bit confused. I'm neither here or there. That's because they
Exactly.
have
But you
drained
see,
me.
Lolo, this is what I've been telling you from beginning, but you were not
No, no,
understanding
no,
me.
no, 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 no.
You
Hold
were
on,
not
hold on, hold on,
understanding me.
hold
I'm
on.
telling you that
It be
these
like say,
people,
it be like say,
there's one
Danjuma.
thing that is certain.
Hold
There's one
on.
thing that is certain.
Dr. Precious, Dr. Precious. Danjuma don't give you the upper way she say she they sell. Did it sadden me to even make that
It's
statement? It's
not
not
Danjuma, it's Jaruma.
Aruma. Oh, even though we give her a kite fit and wear with. But back to the fact, to be honest, today I feel drained because I just feel like these people are using us to catch crews because they've not really told us what actually happened in the marriage. And I can tell you 101%, I think Regina Daniel cheated in some way and she wanted to
Cheated.
keep the marriage. Yes, from allegedly, from my findings, I think she cheated and she was unapologetic about it. And she wanted to leave the mansion. And our Ned with pride was like, you don't have to go. Our madam say, first of all, you don't treat me right. Second of all, I need to get out of here. And he thought it was just a minor joke, something money could solve. But he didn't know that the lady has planned her escape route. Be precious, if it is you, won't you cheat? Now go against you.
No, no, if it's me, I won't cheat. If you don't like the marriage, you can exit. You see, this is where I differ from people. Like the people that were saying she's taking drugs because she have to be high to sleep with the man. You don't have to sleep with the man. You can exit. You can leave the marriage.
First of all, if it
Okay?
was me, there will be no
The
marriage in
same
the first
way.
place.
You don't have to cheat and you can leave the marriage. You don't have to be married to Ned. I've always said it, I've always maintained it. But me, I feel like she needed to be there because she wants to be in that Lamborghini. And that's the area. I think if we're being honest with Regina, yes, there's one thing that is for sure. At the age of 17, 18, whenever she married, she was done wrong. Her childhood was hijacked. The mother, me, I feel like the mother and Ned. You see how people are saying, by Ned, Ned is this, Ned is that. I feel like it should be Ned and Regina's mom. Whatever punishment is apportioned to Ned, I feel like it should be Ned and Regina's mom. Because these two adults got together and planned whatever they planned and sacrificed this innocent young girl. I assume is innocent. Some people are saying otherwise. But at that age, what does she know? Even if she wasn't living right, it's for her to be corrected and not to be exploited. So that is for sure they did wrong. I will say that any day, anytime. But as time went on, that same innocent girl have matured. You are maturing now. You are expected to start making better decisions. Like when you see that what has happened is against you, you were not really part of it, you were manipulated, you didn't know any better. Now you know better. Now you can make things right. You can decide to say, I don't want this marriage. I wasn't, it's not something, I wasn't able to make a proper decision at the time where I married him, and start planning your escape route and start exiting. And after you exit, you leave it alone. What I don't like is all this mess that is going on. She's revealing all manners of things all by herself. She admitted to using drug, even though a lot of people are saying yes, she disarmed Ned. Now, what is Ned going to say about it? I'm still of the opinion she didn't need to admit that. You have two innocent kids. We have babies young.
She never admitted
Marriage.
anything. It's called sarcasm. Now it's called there's something called sarcasm where you lead
She
people
wasn't
on.
being sarcastic. She
She
said,
was.
yes,
Go
I
go
took
back.
drugs. So what?
No, go back
It
to it.
wasn't
If you go back
sarcasm.
to the note, see, and I bet you I now agree with Ned that she's not the one writing that. That is actually sarcasm. Go back to it. It's not she admitted. See, if she
Okay.
admits, they will not make her ambassador of any of those things. And that's why it's on written materials. If she was on a video like me and you right now stating the obvious, trust me, she's not going to get away with it. But a lot of products are still making her ambassadors to so many things, right? As we speak right now, she's trending. Because in Nigeria, when you trend with short story, trust me, everybody wants you to be their marketer because you're the one going viral. Everybody wants you to sell their product. Look at what happened with May Edoche. People are still approaching her, even though the case is dying down, right? And wow, most of these men don't even know what they do to this lady. They give them a high chair. It doesn't mean I didn't say go and give national law a divorce so that you can go and sit in the high chair. That's not what I'm asking you to do. Remain where you are. So I'm not excited today because I don't see one of my number one. Please, guys, share this program to her. Call her if you have her number. Her name is Comfort in Kechinyeri. I'm still looking for her. Trust me.
Comfort
She
is right
is.
here. She said the
Oh,
Comfort has already written. She said Ned
I'm
is
not
a
saying it.
businessman here in Nigeria. He's not a practicing
Okay.
lawyer. Comfort is
Oh
here.
wow. Let me
Welcome,
give her
Comfort.
a call.
Kelechiku Amaka, welcome. Let's greet some people. Sarah James, you are welcome. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like this live. Hit that like button. You see that little thumbs up on the corner? Hit it and it will change color, okay? And share, 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 so we can get other
Because
people
Comfort is
into this
always
live.
my energy giver on this platform. So Comfort,
Well, your
whenever I
energy
don't
giver is
see
here.
you,
Receive the
I
energy.
will look for you. That shows you how much I love you. That shows you that you matter. You matter more than the host, to be quite honest, because you are my number one. It's all right. Let's move in back to the conversation.
Guys, you see how she's trying to mess up my self-esteem and telling me I don't matter. Telling me I don't matter. If I go now on the rampage, people will be wondering what is wrong with her. They won't know. They won't know it's trauma. Trauma from a live show.
So
Okay.
you said
But
one thing
anyway,
that got me. You said one thing that got me, and that means you're dancing to where I was in the beginning of the whole thing. That whatever net punishment he has to serve, Mama Regina is an accomplice. Is
yes.
she an accomplice or she's a perpetrator? Where do we put this woman?
I
Because
will say
she's everywhere.
accomplice.
She's
Mhm.
everywhere. But she's actually the one that started the crime against her poor innocent child. She's the one that continued with this crime with Ned. So, oh my God, this makes mother's job hard. Now I see what some men are going through. Sorry, oh my
I know
brothers.
the thing is that the foundation is wrong because I feel like the entire family. I know we have this massive. I know this women supporting women thing. We have this, we have this emotional investment because we feel like a child was being taken advantage of. So that has blinded so many people that we're not able to see other things. Even Lord, I'm surprised with the way you're talking now because that's how I've always felt. I'm like, this is a mess. This is a mess. Yes, a child was taken advantage of, but I also expect that child to be acting a certain way now. But the way Regina is going about it, I'm not sure again what is going on. She's revealing all these things, just like you said, Lolo. It looks like I believe you if you say she cheated and she was caught, and instead of being apologetic, she go and
Assumption,
execute. That
allegedly,
makes
it's an
sense.
assumption because let me say why I said it's an assumption because Barnett cannot have all this evidence and did not kick her out of the mansion. Let me share something with you.
Maybe
Where
he
that
loves
Lady
her.
Daniel left, maybe he did what?
He loves her.
Oh my God. Nne, if you don't see love, that man looks 40 something because of the love Regina Daniel gave him.
Yeah,
He doesn't look his age anymore. And let me,
exactly.
let me tell you, if you watch even the programs where they attend together, he gives her a full attention. And I don't blame the wives he's married to because if you were the one, you'd be jealous.
You'll be
When
jealous.
Regina
Yes.
Daniel is there, that guy is lost. That
Mm-hmm.
guy is a finished man. You know how they say a man is a finished man? He's finished.
Completely
And that's
finished.
the truth. And that's what, because if not, he will not want to throw away his dignity. He will not want to throw away his respect. He will not want to show everybody that he's at the lowest point with all the money he controls. Ned should have gone and take the seventh wife, and that was a payback. And maybe we'll take this people off the internet. He should have even given the lady her children back or not, and tell her, you know what, I didn't need you in the first place. But we're not seeing all that. We're just seeing drama, 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 drama. He should have not even made Regina Daniel trend in the first place. And that's why I'm saying there's more to this issue that meets the eyes. Dr.
Like
Precious,
what?
when you have money,
Mm-hmm.
when you have authority, when you have such power, you're not just going to allow anybody bring you down. To
Mm-hmm.
be honest, all this senator, president, whatever, they see all this banter. But the day the president decides to pick one of these banter, trust me, that's the beginning of his failure. At
Mm-hmm.
some point, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings me to say that Ned is a disappointment. Please, the people of Aniocha, you guys should come and take your son. The people of Delta State, you guys should come and carry your property so he doesn't get diagnosed of dementia or even Alzheimer's. I think he's getting down to that point. Let him get a grip of himself and let him move on. We have somebody in the platform. Thank you so much for coming.
Hello, how are you doing? C? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just listening to what you guys are saying, and it's quite interesting. I was thinking that by now this matter would have died down, but no, it's not. It's
The
not dying
matter
down.
is just beginning. It looks like,
Yeah, it's beginning. It's looking like an onion. Every layer opens to another layer to another layer.
but it has taken quite a big turn because from what I'm seeing on the internet, I don't know if you guys are seeing it. I think from the last live we had, everybody was still like all for Regina because she was crying. People are feeling sorry for her. But lately we saw a turn. The same Regina is now, after the brother was released, she was seen. The first thing I saw was a video where she made and she was Ned in tall, like she was mocking Ned. From that, I was like, because I thought after the brother was released, they will kind of retract, go back inside and regroup, and maybe dialogue and figure a way forward. But she
Are you
started,
joking?
that's when everything broke loose. She
Dr.
made that
Precious,
video mocking Ned
this you said,
from,
is it a sentence or you're joking? Because if you come from my
it's a
family,
sentence. I'm surprised they're not following
if
them all
you
because
so
I think
so
I
hold on,
became
if
very
you
interested.
no no
Like, whenever
no,
I open,
I am Dr. Precious, I want to say something to you. If you come for my family, guess what? When my family is out, I'll get them out of the scenario. I will come for everything you own. These are the people I hold dearly. Every single pin you own, I will come for it. So that time wasn't the time where she's supposed to come, and that was the time where she's supposed to find out who can help her get out from this issue. Remember, Shirley
exactly.
is not the guy helping them, this activist that tried his best. Guess what? He's not even friends to them. They don't even like him. They've actually abused him some years back. But he
Hmm.
was like, I'm fighting for human rights. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter the personal issue or personal conflict I have with the person, I will still step in. However, he said, and I quote, that it wasn't even Regina Daniel's family that contacted him, it was a family friend. That brings
Hmm.
me to what has Mercy Johnson done? That brings me to even that lady saying that her husband is also part of the leaders in Nigeria. She still actually puts her head out. That is love right there. I just pray that she doesn't get hurt somewhere along the line. Because, see, I tell you, those people look like at the end of the day, you feel sad for helping them in the first place. That's how
My dear,
Regina Daniel.
a lot of people already feel sad for helping them. A lot of people already said that look at who they, you see, the thing, this is what I'm seeing on social media. A lot of people are posting, see who you people are supporting, see who you're helping. So she made that video where she mocked Ned, and from that, I think she now released, Ned now came back to say something, about drugs and all that. And she now released a statement talking about, that's when she started talking about Ned was the one giving her the drugs. That Ned, how could you lie so openly? You drug me, you RAPE me, you make, saying all manners of things. From there, I think the co-wife came for her, saying, because she mentioned, if you remember in the past, that she was giving the co-wife money. The co-wife came and said, keep your mouth, your name, my name out of your mouth. Mentioned that she sleeps with other girls. Mentioned that she's even introduced the co-wife to smoking, which I don't want to use the big word, but you all know what I'm talking about. And then which I think is bonkers anyway, because small Regina to introducing you. But my
Introducing all
point,
those women. And guess what? The video doesn't show where she was actually smoking the shisha. It shows where other wife was the one actually smoking the shisha. So that's why I tell you, I beg, these people, they carry us catch cruise. Because at some
yeah.
point, you ask yourself what's going on. Now, Cece, do you have something to say? Maybe you come in and then, we can have a
Yes, I was
conversation.
going. See, I was going to summarize. Then we can discuss it. So she now mentioned she admitted that yes, she doesn't mind if she's sleeping with girls. I think her words is, "I don't see it as a bad thing." And could it be that I slept with you, referring to the co-wife? And then she went ahead and revealed that the co-wife's son does something to the son that I hope something I will never say. Then she revealed that she's that's when she revealed that she aborted a child. So she kept posting back to back. I don't keep up with the post, but I know the general what he's saying. She now said that she aborted a child before marrying Ned. And that's also how she revealed that she was 17 when she married Ned. And internet went on fire. People are saying she's not 17. Ned produced a receipt that said that she was 20 or 21 when they got married. Ned said that he asked and she said 21 and he asked for proof and she provided a voter's card. And Ned actually posted that voter's card and the voter's card says 21. So now people are like saying, who do we believe? The mother said 20. Remember, the mother said that she was 20. That video surfaced online. That's why I said no matter what they're saying about Ned, they should be saying the same thing about the mother. Me, I
Okay,
hold the mother
so
more responsible than I hold Ned. Because yes, Ned might be an opportunity
correct,
to take advantage of young people, yes.
correct.
But you as a mother that is supposed to protect your child,
Can
you
you
were in
go
cahoots
back?
with Ned. So I
Can you go
blame the
back to
mother
one of
more.
your statements? Can you go back to one of your statements you just made? And that's why I tell you that some of these things are just Ned, since you want a storyline, I will give you a headline. So you can also peddle most of these rumors. It means I don't care. That's what I see Regina is doing. But that's why I said it's disappointing. It's very disappointing because the internet don't forget. Me and you know
The
that.
internet, don't
Now,
forget.
there was a place where she stated, there was a place where Ned wished his wife a happy second decade birthday. It's on internet. And if you go back to that, that was 2021. So if somebody was 20 years, 2021, how old would they be in 2025? How old? They'll be 24
24.
years old.
Mhm.
So minus 24 years old till when they got married. How many years is that? You see, that's why I tell you that whoever is selling the script for them is dumb. I'm telling you.
So wait a
There's
minute, let me understand you. Are you saying that all this is scripted for
Uh,
show?
that's what I'm telling you something that whoever sold the script, because one minute Ned will finish writing, another minute his PA will say, "I'm the one doing all this." Another minute the PA will say, "I arrested Regina Daniel's brother." But Ned has audios of people he told he arrested in the. So between Ned and the PA, who is correct? Now Regina Daniel is writing. Her siblings are doing all manner of nonsense, right? Now who is the culprit? Or are they all the culprits? Culprits of all this thing going on? That's my question. And that's why I said whoever is selling the script for them is selling a good script. Or is Ned paying something that we don't know? Is there a debt somewhere? Somebody holding him to ransom that they have to come to make money from social media? Or does he really still want to
Oh,
trend?
so you're saying this may be what they all planned
My
to make
darling,
money?
I'm just telling you the truth that because let me tell you, the
No, no,
more
no, 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 no,
okay,
no, no. You can't sell your
the more
family.
there's a
You can't
traffic,
sell your
Dr. Precious,
self-respect for
listen,
money. That is too
Dr.
much.
Precious, that's what you don't know. The more the check the content, the successful content creators, most of them has PhD. Apart from Pella that is uneducated, check the most successful content creator. Most of them left what they were doing and they join content creating, right? And they're giving you their very best. Some of them are doing nuisance to make this money. I saw some couple that wore bra, only for me to hear that they are PhD holders. I'm like, what? What? What can money not do? It was money that made some of these politicians sell their conscience. The guy that is going to jail in the UK, what's his name again? Is it Ekweremadu? What's his name? The guy going to jail for trying to take somebody's parts and send it to the person just for
I
his
think
child,
it's
right?
is it Ekweremadu? Yeah.
Now, what would they not do for money? Somebody posted that this guy was gone. Ex-governor of Anambra State was dead. Why would he post that? People are actually going gaga. And I saw the post, I read it, Sahara reporters confirmed it on the internet. Then I posted it, only for me to be receiving several calls. Go and take that down, go and take that down. That's not true. And then I had to go back. Sarah reporter don't have it anymore on the internet. It's like disappearing, disappearing, disappearing. And I'm like, oh my God, what have I done? And I went there and I deleted the whole post. My darling, people will do anything for money.
For money.
People will want to retain. See, at the end of the day, we knew that Regina Daniels' marriage was bound to crash. We saw that their intention. See, to be honest, Regina Daniel and the family was greedy, very greedy. No
Mm-hmm.
dispute. But we also saw that they came with their greed, but they met a manipulator. They met
Mm-hmm.
somebody that is crazy. So, will I tell you the only problem, the crime that Ned committed is that all his sins has come back to catch up with him, allegedly. Imagine
Mm-hmm.
that Ned is going through all this crisis. Then his brother, hey, they say that the enemy you don't know is a household enemy. And that's why you see
Yeah.
other pastors saying, "Die by fire, die by fire, die by fire." Are they doing the wrong thing? No. They said, if my enemy is my father, let them die. If my enemy is my mother, let them die. My brothers, let them die.
Mm-hmm.
Because what will bring you down is not far from you. And that's why we
Mm-hmm.
need to be careful. All of us,
That's why I didn't peddle that thing the brother
yes,
did,
brother.
because I'm like,
Hold
what kind
on.
of a brother will
That's
come
what I'm
on the
saying.
internet to
Hold
defend
on.
their own brother like that? Even
Show
if
up.
what he's saying is true.
But do you know what the problem is? He did not give them money financially, man.
That's
He
it.
did not equip them. That's the
That's
problem.
it.
But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Regina Daniel was sending all those money to her family because, according to her and her mother, that tell me how a child was the breadwinner of a home.
Mm-hmm.
See, Dr. Precious, before I, pause on the mic, I would rather sell akara and agege bread on my head than see one of my child sponsor me. Because I'm one of those parents that don't believe in early child labor. However, if one of my child is talented and they get into Disney and so on and so forth, still I will still be in charge. You don't let children be in charge of you. But in this case, Regina Daniels' mom that claim that her child is in charge because she's a breadwinner. Dr. Precious, and that's why I say when you come to Rome, don't just act like the Romans. Pick up the
Mhm.
things that will help you tomorrow for your success. You see the white people here that send their kids 15, 16, they start working, they start paying bills. Dr. Precious, such parents will never see their child stranded because they are teaching them how to get into the system. And that's
Yeah.
what I love. At early age, teach these children how to get into the system and don't use them. You can see a rich man will be paying his child's, school fees, but the child will still be going to school. The child will still be going to work part time and still be upsetting their feeding and still be upsetting that their party life they want to see. I want my child to be a child. I want if
Mm-hmm.
you're in school, if you're in the university and it's your time to club. I want if you want to go to church, do all that. Because when you come to marriage, you got to treat marriage like it is marriage. Don't go
Mm-hmm.
and look lukewarm. And then when you marry somebody's son, you start cheating on him. And it's okay. It's okay for the mother to read something saying my child aborted a child. It's okay. When I tell you that some of these things are disappointing, you don't understand. See, after listening to some of the stories last night, okay, this morning by 4, 5 a.m., because I know we're going to have this platform, I was not happy going to bed. And that's why when I came up here, I looked a little bit confused. And that's why I was telling you, oh, can we do the live tomorrow? Or if you watch, I was trying to show like a laissez-faire, like showing you that I'm no longer interested, right? Because there's something you finish reading, it drains you out. This topic is now draining me because why? I was into it. I was rooting for our baby girl, Regina Daniel. I
Yeah,
just,
you
and,
took it too
and
personally. You
the
took
reason
it
I
too
took it so
personally.
personal was because I imagined if it was my child. I imagined if it was my little sister. I imagine if it was even my friend's daughter, or maybe my husband's daughter, maybe he had a child before we got married. I was
Mm-hmm.
imagining so many things in my head. If she was my relative, Dr. Precious, I'm sure if Regina Daniel is related to you, you might not even hold this life. I'm sure. I'm sure you're going to be depressed and I'm sure you're going to be frustrated because you wouldn't even know where to come in because they wouldn't even give you a place to come in. It's something that you look at
If she was
internet.
my child, I don't think Ned would have seen her in the first place.
I thought to
I
say you
will make
like
sure
her.
I hide her from Ned. Let's
I
hear
thought to say
from
you like
let's hear from
her.
C. C,
So
welcome to the live. Thank you for coming into the studio. Please, let's hear from you. We can talk all day long.
I feel like Lolo has said a lot of things, and there was one thing she said that struck me. But before I address that, I want to ask a question. She said she did an abortion before she married Ned. Was the abortion the child, or she lost the baby? Sorry, before she married Ned. Was it Ned's baby?
My dear, she did not clarify if the child was Ned's or not, but I think it was implied that it was Ned's baby.
So why
Um,
I would argue that it is Ned's baby because Ned did a video or an interview a couple of years ago saying that he only deals with virgins, Abby.
mhm,
So that he most likely met her a virgin and then she most likely
mhm,
lost the child. Allegedly,
exactly.
allegedly before marriage. Or maybe that's even what pushed them to get
But you
married.
see, the whole thing doesn't make
Oh.
sense. Okay, the whole thing doesn't make sense. We're looking at her as a young girl that the mother took and sold to a rich man for money. If that's
Mhm.
the case, that contradicts everything we know because apparently this young girl was already sleeping with the man and having a baby, having a whole
It's
abortion.
not hard now. It's not hard. If that the mother already introduced both of them or both of them met and the mother like, yes, you have to marry this man. Already the man might have already had a
But
relationship.
all that happened within 3 weeks because remember, Ned said they got married 3 weeks after they
You see,
met.
that part is what I don't believe. That part
So
is not
somebody's
for me
lying.
to. Definitely. How do you meet somebody in
Lala,
3
we cannot
and
hear
marry?
you. Lola, we cannot hear you. Somebody
Um,
is lying.
Ned is a professional liar, Sisi.
He's
Most
a
of his
lawyer.
stories
What
are
do
not
you
correct. He's
I
been
know it's
lying.
not just him at this point, it's everybody, yeah. Everybody is
Now,
Everybody is lying. Even
but
Regina
that
is lying
Regina is
because, to
not
be
lying.
honest with you see
No,
how
no,
she
no,
used
no,
to
no,
come on
no.
the
Regina
internet
Daniel is
and
not a liar.
flaunt
Hold
how
on now.
happy. You see, the
Hold on now.
interview she went on, she was talking about how happy they are. That even the sweet inside more than what they show online. Honestly, that scared me. I don't think I'll be able to tell such lies so blatantly. Instead, I will dodge the question.
Uh,
Oh, she too can tell a story and tell it so convincingly.
it's
Because for
social
somebody that
media.
have been going through this since day one, because she didn't say Ned
It's,
changed.
it's
She make
social
it seem
media.
like Ned has been doing this since day one. For her to be having those interviews, showing how beautiful, how loving life is, how she's enjoying life.
It's a
Oh my
facade.
God.
It's a facade. Now coming back to what Lola said about the fact that she will never let her child be the breadwinner of the home, that she's meant to look after her child and not the other way around.
Mm,
That she doesn't understand why the mother will be comfortable with Regina saying it out loud that she is the breadwinner of the family. She is a blessing to the parents and all of that.
mm,
One thing I want to say is education is not a scam. To go to school is not a scam.
mhm,
Because most children that I've seen, especially because she mentioned Disney, if you look at
mhm,
many of these Disney's actresses or actors, their parents invest their earnings for them.
mhm,
And then when they get to a certain age, you see a 19-year-old or a 19-year-old being a millionaire in dollars or in pounds. That's simply because education is not a scam. They were educated on how to go about with finances for their children.
mhm,
Yes. And then many of them lived a minimal lifestyle while growing up and still acting because they were living based on what their parents could afford, not based
mhm,
on what they were earning. So
mhm,
yes, Major Nani might have been earning maybe 1 million or 500 or 2 million or whatever amount for each movie she did then. If that money was being invested, by now she'll be swimming in money.
mhm.
So again, education is not a scam. Yes, people don't like to study. Yes, book is stressful, but I promise you it is not a scam.
I know because you're saying that that statement is a statement of a girl who was not educated or enlightened well enough.
I'm
Otherwise, she
saying,
won't be saying that.
I am saying that the mother is not educated and enlightened enough. Otherwise, Regina Daniels won't be saying, won't even have the audacity or the mouth to say certain things. I cannot come at the age of, I cannot come out now and say I was the breadwinner of my family when I was 17
That's
or
crazy.
16 or
I
14.
know when you didn't feed yourself from childhood, you didn't feed yourself from
Exactly.
childhood till up until that 18 or 17 when Ned married you. I know what you mean. Even me, even her saying that to me, what that let me know is, you see, Regina, that people think she's so smart, she's wisdom. Honestly, sorry to say, wisdom is far from that girl. Okay? Yes, we will still come at Ned any
God,
day, anytime.
help
You
us,
should have
oh.
left a 17-year-old girl alone. I will always believe that. But this girl now is getting older. She can do better. She's saying that. What is she trying to say? Even the brothers, how do you
She's
expect
saying
them
her
to feel?
reality, but
How
it
do you
is
expect your
reality.
brothers and sisters to feel saying that?
But
That's a
it is
statement that even
the
if
reality.
it's true, even if it's true, you don't have to say it.
I
You
understand
must
your
not say
I understand
everything.
your point of view, but what I'm taking away from that statement is the fact that it was the reality, even though she doesn't need to say it for the world to hear. But what I'm taking away is that the mother failed to be the provider. Yes, your child is earning, but she too was earning whatever she was earning. So why didn't you just make sure that whatever your child is earning will be for the child's future and not for the child's now, and not to live a flamboyant lifestyle now? That's my own question.
Yeah.
Why didn't you focus on your child's future? Because that's what and I'm tired of Africans having the mentality of you're giving birth to a child for the child to take care of you. No, it is for you to take care of that child. That child is your responsibility, not the other way round. Africans have, if I let me speak for Nigeria, because that's where I know. Nigerians have the mentality of they give birth to a child so that the child will bring them out of poverty. Yes, that is good and fine, but that shouldn't be the mentality. Bring yourself out of poverty so that your child doesn't come from poverty. That's where I stand. But
I know
Yeah.
that's
that
where
is. I see that mentality. That mentality is good, but because you're enlightened now. You see, an average Nigerian, we are so backwards. Honestly, the country as a whole, if you start looking at those that are enlightened that know better, is just a minority. For the majority, their child is their insurance system.
which is quite
They
unfortunate.
will have many children, hoping at least one of them will make it. So what you're saying is good because we're no better now. But for most
Um,
Nigerians, that is the way it is. They are waiting for a
there's
child to
something
come
she
and
has
take care
said.
of them. So there is need for education. There is need for awareness. That's why when we're having shows like this, you hope that somebody will gain something and be able to take it back to the yard.
Okay.
Okay?
So,
Because that shouldn't be the mentality. You shouldn't have a child for your child to come and take care of you. You should know your child should take care of you when you're
In old
older,
age,
but that should
okay.
not be the sole
So,
purpose.
so
And
for
that
her,
doesn't mean when you're still capable, you will now relax, put your hands down, and be waiting for a child to provide. When you are older, yes, you should take care of your parents. So let's make that clear so people
no,
don't
no,
walk
no,
out
no.
from here
You
and
should
not
take
take
care of
care of
your
their
parents,
parents.
but your parents should pay into their pension. Your parents, if let me say this right, there's something called pension in Nigeria, and there's a reason why those pensions are not paid out. And there's something called that you should set aside money for gratuity. See, do you know that grandparents here in this country, and this is something that my dad had to learn. Every Christmas, they give their grandchildren some money to help them take care of expenses. Some grandparents here are the ones that even pay for their grandchildren's insurance. And you know why they were paying for the insurance? I started asking one or two people, more than over 10 people, and they told me it's because they didn't know better. Now they know better. They want to help their children make sure that before that child is 18, the child already has $1 million. $1 million. One was telling me at least $500,000. That will not put a lot of stress on the family. Some were telling me they can borrow from that place if need be. These people neke nkucha. These people save for their tomorrow. These people understand that whatever you get is not now. There is the future. So they plan for the future. And that's something we're supposed to project. Trust me, if it's projected in Nigeria, Nigeria will be the second China that we're seeing today. If it's projected, every man and woman under the age of 18, 19, 20 will not be at home waiting for a rich man to come and marry their child. Do you know that when a guy is rich, they don't even go again, Ijuese. The culture
My
of
dear,
Ijuese, Anago.
on the defense of Nigerian people, you have to look at the system as a whole before you start blaming the
Oh,
youth.
there you go.
The
You see,
system is not set up for that.
Dr. Precious,
There are
there
many
you go.
people that have finished school, they can't get a
Dr.
job.
Precious, Dr. Precious, there you go again. Let me now tell you something. Nigerians are not helping their average Nigerians. Listen, I was in a platform where a young man today said he's based in Maryland. That Maryland, when you report cyberbullying, they'll give somebody 30 days to respond to it. It's after 30 days they start taking action. I asked the young man, I said, "Are you an attorney?" He said, "No." I said, "Are you a judge?" He said, "No." I said, "Even a lawyer will not say this thing that you have said now." I said, "You're giving people the wrong information because even when the law states this, every case is not handled the same way. But we've given you an audience and you're misleading us. It's just like I'll be in platform where somebody will tell you how a case will end up. I now told the young man, do you know you can have the materials for this case, the whole evidence, and still yet you will lose? Do you know that? He said, well, I said, stop telling people what you don't know. An average Nigerian is a politician. They are politicians. An average Nigerian will tell you how Nigeria Federation is supposed to run. But they are not in politics. They've never been in politics. They are never the inner caucus. They are sitting on the fence and telling you how Nigeria should be run. Dr. Precious, if I never sat on one of those seats, if I never went into politics, I wouldn't even know what I'm telling you. I wouldn't even know that there are jobs assigned to different people. I wouldn't know that a lot of people have failed us. For a state to fail, it's not just the governor that failed in that state. The House of Assembly is involved. The police are involved. Everybody is a party that state failed. And it's because there's no accountability. When every office is not working, then there's a problem. Don't you see in this country, they even challenge the governor. Governors are challenged. When you say something that is not there, they will take you to court. And that's why people say in this country, people sue for a living. Yes. How did they get to suing people for a living? How did they get there? Dr. Precious, it's a step by step. I told you I learned something from Ross. Ross said, if you know you're broke, but you have a cell phone, start getting all the things that happen in your area, putting them on the internet, educating people, that one day you will grow and you will give yourself a span of 5, 6 years and you will grow. Before, entertainment was not a job. Like all these content creators, they were broke 10 years ago, 8 years ago. But today, they are making money that most people that are professional cannot make this money. I told you about how a farmer trained his wife in school, bought Mercedes, living in a luxury house. What does he do? He only taps palm wine. And people are like, is that the source of his income? Dr. Precious, I want to tell you that consistency is the key to life. No matter how small you started, nobody knew that the owner of Amazon is from Albuquerque. He's from New Mexico. If he tell you how he started before he got to the point of owning Amazon, you'll be so shocked. So the problem in that country is that everybody wants to get involved in everybody's issue. You see a child wearing miniskirt, you are flogging the child, something that is not your business. If you get arrested for flogging the child, you say, oh, the parents just want to condemn the child. You'll be surprised that somebody you don't know will be scolding your child and you think they're doing you a favor. You won't know they have been sleeping without your child. And when they come to tell you, oh, mommy, this brother touched me. Oh, no, it's a lie. Let me give you one that is going viral on the internet. You see that man that they said did not sleep with his children? That's a lie he did. I didn't want to get into involved in that case. You know why? Because the people that got involved with the case, I knew that they're going to leave the case at some point. The woman didn't even want her
Why do
husband.
you say? Why do you say he did?
Okay, I'll tell you. The people that saw these children on the video camera saw that this children is being abused sexually. There's a big hole. There's a big gap. It shows that somebody has been penetrating into the kids. But guess what? They never went to a general hospital. Somebody was saying, take this person to Parkline Hospital, get the test. When they get to Parkline, and then guess what? The husband is one aburu. Everybody confirmed that he beats this woman. It's the same woman saying, I don't want my husband to get into jail. But they were trying to help. And then they had to collect a statement from her that the man
Lolo,
never.
if they saw the wound in the children and the evidence of penetration, why didn't they
Yes.
present it?
Oh, there you go again. Nigeria is a place where they sweep things like that under the carpet. That's not the first time. I have a doctor that ran to the UK because she exposed the pastor that was having something with his daughter, underage daughter. And when she brought the pastor to book with the help of some ladies, guess what? They started threatening her life, including women. In the neighborhood where she stayed, they said, oh, you took that innocent man to jail. It will not be well. Some people were even threatening her life. The doctor felt unsafe and eloped. And then you ask, what in God's name is wrong with the country? Did you see where that woman of God was asking, if you find that your husband is sleeping with your kids, what will you do? Some gullible mothers were like, maybe it's my child that seduced him. Maybe I will forgive him. I will consult the elder. Only two mothers stated it's wrong that he will go to jail, that they will kill. Only two mothers. And when we brought that topic to TikTok, a man was saying that if the wife loved him, the wife will forgive him. I'm like, what?
Not when you're sleeping with your child.
What?
That's
That
not a
has
forgivable
nothing to
offense.
do. That has nothing to do with love. A lady saw she heard that her husband took away a child. The husband started sleeping with her younger sister at 11. 13, she got pregnant. The husband took off the pregnancy. She found out, she forgave him. Second time, he took off the pregnancy. She found out, she forgave him. Third time, this was her own sister. Third time, she found out. Then she was pregnant for twins for the man. And at that point, she had to report him and hand him over. I told them to also arrest that woman. She's an accomplice.
She's a strong accomplice.
Wow. Ezo
Arrest her.
Rakosi, welcome.
But people are in the internet
Chukwuka,
saying that the
welcome.
man is innocent, the man is innocent, the man is innocent. He is not innocent, allegedly. For my friends that saw him, for my friends that contributed their money, they're everywhere on the internet saying, no, the man is not innocent. Let's go. Look at Tocharia's case. Look at how he was shaved. He was taken aside because she was no more. And you tell me in such country,
No,
I
the
just
Ochania case is Regina Daniel's fault. Regina Daniel is the one that came and nobody remembered Ochania again.
so I just want to tell you something, right? I'm trying to tell you that it's a failed system because nobody wants to hold each other accountable. It's a failed state. It's a state failed country. We think water is not Nigerians' problem. Nigeria has water. Light is not our problem. Our problem in Nigeria is insecurity. Barrister Ikenna Uzokwelu died as a result of health issues. But I want to tell you something. What happened to his junior lawyer, the PG of Agulu? What happened to him? He was killed by a non-gunman because he decided to face a case squarely. He was shot and killed, and they shot at his clients too, and the man could not make it. It's a place where if you have a case and you want to state the truth, you can be pied. So tell me, what happens to a place where people's safety are not guaranteed? I'm telling you, let them give us security in Nigeria. People like me, Lord Dumegu, will take the next flight and go back home. The problem in Nigeria is security. We don't have light as a problem. We're not even saying bad government is a problem. If security is restored, let them take it to 2000. 2000, Nigeria was better. 2001, it was better. Down to 2005, it was better. Even 2013, it was better. Right now, people are scared for their life. Right now, it's a place where people just do things and get away with it. Let me tell you, if we all stand together and keep talking about one topic, trust me, maybe change will come. Donald Trump police said it's coming to Nigeria. Look at what is going on there. They decided to do the worst. Look at what's going on in the north. Our brothers, our sisters are dying every single day. So if you ask me what is the problem of security, they should keep their government. They should keep whatever they have. I'm telling you, security is one of the major problems in Nigeria. Let them give us security. Then you know that there are people that are educated. Then you know there are people that are knowledgeable. Then you know there are people that are in the diaspora and say, you know what? If I can be a caregiver for 5 years, if I can be a medicational aid, if I move up and I'm a nurse, if I move up and I can be a doctor, I can also work it out in Nigeria. Many people didn't believe they could work it out until they got to the diaspora, until they worked, they tilled the ground. I talked to powerful women, I talked to powerful men. They said as soon as there's security in Nigeria, they will come back.
Mm-hmm.
They are ready to go to their interior villages and make it happen. But they need security. That people are dying every day. Not even the news is carrying it. When you come on social media, they tell you, it's propaganda. Or they make us see where or Nigeria, yes, it's all lies. It is happening.
It's happening now.
Dead body are found in so much place. So much places. They are picking up dead bodies.
That's
Because it's not your brother, because it's not your sister, and you don't want to talk. You don't want to fight. It could be Regina today crying that she wants to go out of my marriage. It could be a China that needs justice today. Do you know if it is you tomorrow? Do you know if it's your brother tomorrow? And when you say that, when you see white, you call it red. People are after the life of Udele, that guy that left Turkey. But I stand with him because he's trying to say that you Igbo people don't like yourselves. He's trying to say that everything in the government he tries to tell people that if you tell me this is white, let it be white in the morning, let it be white in the afternoon, let it be white at night. You guys just want to buy the young man because he's standing for truth, because he's standing for tranquility, because he's fighting, he's saying Igbo person. He's not fighting the Yorubas, he's not fighting the Hausas. He's saying that the change should come from us. Practice what you preach. Practice what you talk about. Don't just, it could be Regina Daniel, but some of you are perpetrators of evil. Some of you are pedophiles, but you're hiding yourself. It is when somebody's own is out, we all know the story. It's because Ned issue is coming out. It's because Regina Daniel's issue is coming out. But the main people doing bigger evil than that are still hidden. Because it is not out. People in the diaspora, Nigerians need you. People in Nigeria, Nigeria needs you. We all need each other. The Yorubas, we need you. The Hausa, we need you. The Igbos, we need you. Before we can even, separate. And the reason I'm saying I need you is because if you know the things I don't know, show me. Teach me. Let me listen. Dr. Precious, we no longer listen to each other. We just listen to argue. We no longer listen. We just get a misinformation and we run with it. If you hear where a Yoruba guy is telling you these are the problem, you're saying no, because you're Yoruba, shut up. If you hear where an Igbo person is talking, Igbo people, did they play while you shut up? You just want your voice to be heard. A good leader is a leader that listens. A good leader is a leader that waits back. And after he has served his people, then he's ready to act. Ask me about a leader, and I will tell you that OT is one of them. I will tell you that that man sits down on his table, and when issues come to him, he handles it on the channel. He's not ready to open social media and rant. He's not ready to be tweeting and be telling you guys what he's not supposed to tell you. Because Dr. Precious, when you sit or uphold any office in Nigeria, you have to learn about it. It's not it's a time to put in the work. Dr. Precious, you work every day at the clinic. If you don't show up, if you're not there, how would you tell people what goes on in people's mouth? There's something that you studied it in school, but listen, the practical aspect is where the knowledge lies. Not because you just studied. Studying is a good thing, but when you actually practice on a human being, then you know that you're doing a good job. Don't just go to school and just put the knowledge away. Stop this social media banter. And if you want to get involved in that country, please and please again, go. Even though it's ABGA, whatever you choose, go and do an underground investigation and let's know what's going on. You know why? I will always like the Gen Z generation. You know why? Because they study a lot. Look at what Sissy said. Sissy said, and I quote, if Regina Daniels' mom was knowledgeable enough, she should have saved that money to invest on her child, not the other way around. Right now, her child would have been one of the top people that people are hearing their names. But she never did any of that. Till today, she's still waiting for Regina Daniels to. And let me tell you, whether my child likes is to make money at whatever age.
We can hear you again, Lola.
Whether my child likes, they should make any amount of money they like. But my job as a mom is to be in place as their guardian, to guide them in the right direction until the time is right. Which Daniel left home too early. And not just left home, she was placed to become mature quickly. Not every child mature quickly, that quickly. In her case, you can still see that she act like a baby. You can still see that she's still going back and forth. Because even right now, instead of her growing, she's not growing. Her growth was stunned. It will take her time to actually grow. So when you said she's everywhere, that she doesn't have knowledge or wisdom at all, yes, she doesn't have. She act like a child that doesn't have no direction. Thank you so much. Let's round up so we can close this over 2 hours, 1 hour. I mean, yeah.
All right. Thank you all for being here. It's been quite a show. We actually veered off into political matters with Lolo. Apparently, Lolo has been harboring this thing for a while and she had to let out. So
Mm-hmm.
we are here for it. We are here for it. So Chukukelo, greetings to beautiful smart. Thank you for being here, my own husband. Thank you for being here. Kelechuku, thank you for being here. National Lord, I appreciate you, baby. Comfort, thank you for being here. Kelechuku, all the people that didn't mention your name, it's okay. I'm still very grateful to have you here. Don't forget to hit the like button, please. Like this live and share. Share so we can have you get to more people. And maybe next time we'll have more people to tune in. Thank you all. We're going to close because we are determined to make it not more than 1 hour, 15 minutes, at most 1 hour, 30 minutes. We're trying to stick to time. Okay. So thank you guys for being here. And if anybody else doesn't have anything to say, we'll try to round up. We've said it all. We didn't really get deep into the Regina Daniels matter like we would love to because we kind of veered off about all these evil people in Nigeria. And basically, I think what Lolo is trying to say is that the problem of Nigeria is too much evil, and these evil are being suppressed. People are not speaking up. People are not bringing them to book. People are not speaking up because they're scared. And when you do speak up, you are silenced. So it is a national issue. It is what we have been worried about for a long time. It's not new. This is something that have been happening. We know we love our country. We love where we come from. But yeah, security is a big issue, and accountability is even a bigger issue. But we keep praying, we keep hoping that things will get better because it is our fatherland and we love it. That's one thing that we all agree on. We love our fatherland and we keep hoping that things will get better someday. As far as Regina Daniels, Lolo used to be very passionate and very defensive about Regina Daniel, but today Lolo is tired. According to Lolo, me, I have always been on the side of yes. Regina was sold out as a child. I don't agree with that. If she was indeed 17, even if she was 18, I would say we're all a victim of our culture. The culture allows that because even at 18, people are still too young. To me, I say it all the time. I think from 25 is safe. And if you marry below 25, as a parent should make sure that that child is matured enough to go into such a relationship at such a younger age. It's not everybody that can handle it. That's how come you see people that get married early. By the time that 30 something, 40 something, they want to divorce, they want to go clubbing, they start behaving like a child, and you're wondering what is going on. You don't know that reverting back to the time of their life that they missed. Okay, there are people that don't mind missing it. That is not their thing because there are young children that don't want to club. There are young children that don't want to smoke and do all that. But then there are some that their childhoods was kind of hijacked. And you
Yeah.
see them going back as older people to go do the things they missed to stand. You're wondering, why is this Agbaya? Why is this old woman or old man acting like a child? It's because they didn't have the opportunity to grow up like they should. So let's start, let's stop early marriage. Early marriage is not good. Give people the opportunity to mature fully and make a better decision on who they want to be with for the rest of their life. I think things will work better that way. So I think it's part of the issue. So we all agree on that, on Regina Daniels. But as time goes on, the events are unfolding. We're not even seeing that as the issue anymore. It's a whole bunch of things. Regina is releasing all manners of issues, saying all manners of things. They're talking about sleeping with women. They're talking about drugs. They're talking about a bunch. We're all tired. Even the people that are supporting her, they're tired now because it's too much. It's too much. We can only handle so much secrets in a short period of time. So help us out. Regina, in case you come across this, or somebody that know you come across this, you probably won't. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Somebody said on the comment section that Regina should calm down. We all agree, even Lolo. She needs to calm down, okay? You must not respond to everything. Even if Ned is also childish. I say that because even the things Ned is putting out, some of them he didn't have to. Even coming online to say that Regina is on onto drugs the second something happened, he could have waited. Okay? They could have waited. So both Regina, Regina's mom, Nedo, all of them, they all have issues. And we are tired. We can't handle any more secrets. Keep it to yourself. Okay? Keep it to yourself. But yeah, thank you all for
Wow.
watching. Until we didn't even get to Yole Edochie because Lol, I know you didn't really want to talk about Regina, but we're gonna talk about Yole Edochie because that's a
Maybe on the next
more
please
comfortable.
guys, go and follow Dr. Precious on TikTok because we want to start streaming on TikTok directly. Go and follow her. I think her name is Dr. Precious, right?
My name is Dr. Precious 2 on TikTok, Dr. Precious 2. And she is Lolo Dumegu. So please also follow her on TikTok. She's a TikTok queen, really. She's just, poking head for small for Facebook. But on TikTok, she owns the universe.
The
So
the
follow
only
Lolo
the
Dumegu,
only
follow Dr.
TikTok page
Precious.
is
And also
there are
please,
several of
if you
there
haven't
are
followed
several
my
of the pages. So if you see anyone with 12.7 followers, then you know you're on the right page. Thank you.
If you haven't followed my second channel on Facebook, is Dr. Precious and the Precious One. And of course on YouTube, I'm Dr. Precious and the Precious One. And also on my second channel on YouTube is Precious POV. The thing is, wherever you go, you already know my face. There's Precious involved. So if you don't see my face, it's not the right Precious. So thank you all for watching. And until next time, may God bless you all. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Don't forget to hit the like button and share. And may God bless you all. Thank you for being with us. Have a wonderful night, everyone, or a wonderful evening. Bye, guys. See you next Sunday.
Bye.